Today I'm gonna share this YouTube live event to Melly so she can share this to everybody. Copy this. I think you can actually see it in Riverside Melly. I just saw that. But I just sent you the link in Slack. This is really nice. So if you click on the YouTube and Riverside link at the top, you're going to be able to go directly to YouTube or like Riverside. Yeah, of course, come in. So we're getting distracted right away by Ello. How can I help? The colors?
Lapis,
Lapis and Heather Purple. Team Purple?
Team Purple.
Yeah.
Ok, ben là c'est l'inverse, ils ont toutes été faites de même.
And what are we supposed to do? Lapis or Heather Purple?
Lapis.
Let me just check on the website. So this is live troubleshooting,
Yeah, exactly.
which is fine. That's what we do.
Ben, j'essaie de voir avec les visuels, mais crime,
Oh
c'est
man, that's
genre...
really close. I don't know.
Mais tu sais, c'est comme trop foncé l'image, là.
Yeah, it's too dark. And I mean, no, I think this looks like that.
Heather Team Purple?
No. See Heather Lapis right here?
Yeah, it's supposed to be this.
Yeah, but then look at this one.
Oh, fuck.
That's confusing. Um, do we have any more of these? I would personally.
Ouais, je pense que c'est ceux-là.
I would do it like that. I think it looks more like this. So
je me demande qu'est-ce que je damage. C'est quoi que...
What's the order number?
C'est 222 285.
222 285.
Ça allait le choper, mais elle a les deux couleurs. On y va avec ce que le client... Je pense que c'est ça.
That bird. I'm just gonna check here. Sorry guys, this is live, really live troubleshooting. So I mean, yeah, no, it's live, and it just needs to be the right color. So Heather Lapis. Oh, it looks more like that. It looks like this. That's Team Purple.
Okay, well.
They want this. So yeah, I don't know whatever is the most quantity that we damage, but we can't ship the Heather Purple one.
C'est tout ce qui a été fait.
Yeah, we
Fait
need.
que je vois tout.
Sorry.
Merci.
Thanks. That's fun. Hey, maybe contact the customers, see if they would like to have those at a discount.
Quand même deux. Fait que si je
No, I know.
reprends trois, je prends des
I know, but
petits
what I'm saying is that they're not waste shirts. They're good shirts. So maybe ask Vicky if the customer would like to have them at a discount. If not, we're gonna use them as test shirts. But I mean, the color's off for sure. It's off. If they don't want them, it's fine. But if they'd like to have them at a discount, they still look nice. Thank you. That's a hard one though. The difference between the two, I get the picking team why they made the mistake.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so sorry guys, I'm back. I'm truly back. So, okay, I'm gonna share this. Do that. If there's anybody that wants to ask or join, ask any questions, that's what I'm here for today. And then there's I think there's two big features I want to show you guys. One that's already up on the website. There's just better improvement that we publish. So you're going to see that the app is just simply faster when you're going to start using it whenever you're creating products, as well as a big feature. And again, thank you, Gab, for suggesting it. We went back and forth. We talked about it last week as to would it be possible to duplicate products, do things like that. And we have some really good news. The dev team worked really hard and we're finally able to duplicate products. So I think at the beginning of our live shows, I was saying how it was extremely hard to duplicate things. And well, the dev team made the impossible. So if we go into your decorated products, I think they even made it better than what was intended. So you don't even need to go into a product to duplicate anything. You can go directly on your product here and just hit those three dots. And now you have an option to duplicate product. And what was extremely hard to do was to make sure that we're only showing you the products that have the same print area availability with the garment that you created, right? So let's say that you embroider a front cap. Well, obviously, if I try to duplicate a front cap that has embroidery, I'm not going to show you t-shirts, tank tops, because the embroidery that you're using for your caps does not make any sense to be embroidered on a t-shirt. It's not the same placement, it's not the same size. So if we use duplicate product right here, you're automatically to see that we don't have any hoodies. The only thing that matches, or like we don't have any women's tank tops or any U t-shirts, because the only garments that match what we did on the first product, which was t-shirt, is t-shirts, long sleeves, and sweatshirts. So I could go in here and say, okay, you know what? I want this shirt. I want to select all these colors. I want to go back. I want this lane 7 shirt here. I only want these 2 colors. I want to go back, and I don't know, I'm going to take a long sleeve. I like this color, like that, and I like this one. And do I want to add any more products or just duplicate those? Let's try duplicating those. So that's 100 SKUs. And now we're waiting, and automatically, just like that, our products have been duplicated. And they're called copy. So this one here, if you just refresh, automatically, now your mock-up is following through. You have to remember, like this took, how long did that take? 3 seconds? 3-4 seconds to duplicate 3 products on the fly. You didn't have to do anything. Even the products, the mock-ups follow through. There's this black line that we need to verify, like how we do that. Is it updated? But the print area, print spaces, everything is following through, which is really, really nice. There's one thing that is not following through though that we need to duplicate and verify. Is I did this on purpose too, because I saw there was a shirt that didn't have any white base. And right now I'm seeing that the print methods and the print placement follow through, but the mock-ups still have weight. So maybe our app is doing it too fast to where it's not following through the transparency of the multiply effect. So see, I just clicked into the product and now the multiply effect was actually selected. It's there, the print placement is perfect, but the mock-ups are not showing the no base setting. So that's one thing that we're gonna probably publish tonight to update and fix. But if I do take a product that does not have any no base setting on them and do the same process, this is crazy. Oh, I can't do that. That's an old product that doesn't have any dimensions. So if you have this error code on a product, it's because there's no dimension. That product does not have any dimension in the design tool. You can go in, simply update your artwork, save it, and then you'll be able to duplicate any product. So I have this account for quite some time now. That's why that product that was there simply didn't have any dimension in the artwork. It's an old processing that we used to have. So let's try to put a bit more volume at this app and see if it still can handle the volume. So let's take a few more products. Let's go big. So now, I mean, I'm at, how many products am I? 379. Yeah, 379 SKUs. All right, 414. Let's try to break this thing. I mean, I don't know who would want to duplicate this many SKUs, but it's fine. Let's just try it. I think it's cool. I love to test these features and then get feedback from the team. So if you guys are able to do this, this is awesome, right? If you ever, for some reason, want to duplicate 780 SKUs, do it. And then duplicating 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Am I breaking it? I think I'm breaking it. Did it break? Let's refresh. Yep, it didn't work. Good news. All right, that's the test I want to do. So let's go again. So 793, right?
I didn't see the number.
I think it was something like that. So let's go. I mean, I did it with 300 earlier and it worked. So let's do this. Let's try these. 321. Duplicating. Or maybe it's that product that's problematic. That's probably it. I forgot to double check that. That's my bad. Yeah, the dimensions of that artwork are probably not good. So it's probably not even the app. It's probably just my old product that I'm trying to duplicate that's not working. Okay, let's just create a product on the fly and try that. So if this ever happens, you know what you can do. You can simply create a new product and you're going to be able to do it after. Again, I may be speaking too fast, but we'll try. See here, choose artwork. Let's upload a new one. That's caps that we were doing. What would I have here that is interesting that I can print? Molly, do you think about anything that I can do? What about? I mean, I could use. I have this image. It really doesn't matter. It's a front image of cap. It's just to iterate the case of what we want to do and be able to duplicate these products. Okay, it looks horrible, but it's fine. We're going to do that. I'm going to call it the 47 brand cap tee. So it's a t-shirt with a 47 brand cap tee on it. So that's what we call it. All right. Now, coordinates, everything are there. And it's saving. Okay. I'm getting a bunch of... I'm going to put this on focus mode. Do not disturb. There we go. Okay, I have the cap here. That image is probably extremely heavy, but it's fine. We're going to duplicate this product. Yeah, I think that's what it is for this one. I uploaded like a 35 megapixel image that's supposed to go on for mockups, but it's fine. We're going to try to do that with this new product. All right, 319 SKUs that I'm creating on the fly. Is it going to work? It should be duplicating all your product just like it did earlier. And I don't think it's going to work. It's going to fail. Is it? Is it not? It's taking too long. It's not supposed to take that long. Yeah, it didn't work. Okay, so let's go back to drawing board. Let's take this one and duplicate this. It worked earlier, and it was working last night and the day before. Maybe I'm taking products that are not supposed to work, that doesn't have any SKUs. Duplicating. I mean, that was almost instant. Okay, so 2 is working fine, and this SKU is working. So let's duplicate that one again. Maybe it's this one. There might be an error in a product I'm selecting, so maybe it's these ones, maybe it's that one. I don't know. So let's do this. And yeah, it's duplicating. It worked again. So very interesting. I'm gonna have to check with the team, see maybe it's a threshold. So maybe there's a maximum amount of SKUs that you can do. But either way, I just did 3 right now. If I just refresh this, you can see automatically all my mockups are updated. Obviously, the no base didn't follow through in the mockups. That's going to be updated by tonight's publish. But it gives you a lot more flexibility to be able to create a t-shirt, a long sleeve, a sweatshirt, all on the fly, exactly the same print placement, exactly with the same artwork. So if you're worried that your shirts are not coming through to look exactly the same on your t-shirt, your long sleeve, your sweatshirts, well, now you have a tool that's enabling you to duplicate extremely fast. You can simply go in and simply change the title. So I think that's super powerful, super easy to use, and I hope you guys enjoy this feature. Again, I thought this would take a lot more time to develop and do, but it's a feature that was actually done before updating the pricing on the page. So good thing we have it, and I think you guys are going to enjoy this. If you do see things break like it was breaking today, let us know like what's the amount that you're able to hit and what's breaking. We're going to be able to test it as well. We're going to test it even further to make sure that there's things that you would never do, right? You'll probably never duplicate 785 SKU, but again, you might be that person that wants to do it, so why not? So we want it to work, and it should work. So that's phase 1 of the features that's going to be actually not going to be published, is published. And then the next one that I want to show you guys is a feature that is coming this afternoon. It's going to be published, I think by 8 tonight. That's when we do our publish, so there's less people on the app. So I'm going to go in, and now you're going to see 1,000 faces. There we go. And when you go into your own store, I have to go here and go into our admin account. The reason why is because this is not published to the site for everybody right now, right? So I only see this as admin, but I want to show you. I think it's really interesting, super powerful. So on a store per store level now, you remember what I was talking about last week where our packing slip had information that said printies on them and things like that. We didn't want that. We want to be transparent. We want to be white label. We saw that not as an opportunity to give you tools to be able to say thank you to your customers, to write things on those that you could I don't know, maybe get even reviews if you wanted to. So if I go into on my store level, I can go and click edit, go all the way down, and now you have these things which says store email. So now you can add on your packing slip a store email, you can add store phone number, you can add a store logo, you can add external review URL, you can show organization information if that's something you want, which is our information. So technically I would not turn this on, I would actually turn all of these on for you. I think that's super professional. If you don't want to have a phone number, don't put it. But if you want to have like maybe support or contact us, I think that's super powerful. So people see automatically, they open the box. Oh, okay, I can contact the team. Maybe there's phone number. There's also your artwork, your logo there. That's super powerful. And then the external review URL, that's to me is really, really nice. So automatically that would create a QR code to bring them wherever you want. I like to use this for reviews. So what we do normally here in our boxes is automatically we would bring our customers to this ask for review. And if I use this URL and new incognito and I paste this, well, technically you're there to leave a review about Printy, so your experience about the business, right? You could do the same. So if you have a Google account and you want to have Google reviews, well, do that. Or if you want Google, like if you want Shopify reviews and you're using maybe Klaviyo or you're using another tool, do that as well. Use your URL and send your customers there directly with the URL link. So I would put this, and this would automatically be connected through a QR code company to where it's an API. We create QR codes on the fly for your URL, so it prints automatically on the packing slip. And if your customer takes his phone and sees that, they can scan it, leave a review, or go to a link that you want. It doesn't need to be a review. I just think that the case to leave a review is super powerful when the customer receives it. But then you can use that for whatever, right? It could be a funny video that you're sending on YouTube. Maybe that's your thing, right? You're selling funny t-shirts and you want to show a funny video of the week. So everybody who receives their order gets a funny video, and you can go and update this link every single week. Be creative with it. I think it's a powerful tool that not a lot of stores and POD company offer. It's just going the extra mile to offer that. So what do you think about that, Melly?
I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I didn't know you were working on that.
I was. I thought it was a powerful tool, and I talked to Dave about it last week, and Jay, who's our wizard for anything that's UI, was able to like do that in 4 hours. So I was stoked. I was super happy about it. I think the duplicating products needs to be revised just a bit to make sure that we don't break it with like 700 products. I can try it again, but maybe it was just my Wi-Fi because it was extremely slow earlier compared to what it is right now. And let's just bring this down. I don't like to see that. And maybe it's just a product that's faulty too, that doesn't have templates on it and it's creating an error. So maybe it's my fault. But let's try to break it. I like to test things. That's what I do at night. I just go and like the team says, okay, we did a bunch of updates. I just go and try to break it. I try to do things that normally our users would never do, but I feel like that's what we need to do, right? To make sure that it lasts and is better than what it was intended for. So, okay, I'm at 1,065 SKUs.
Wow.
It's loading, but I think, I mean, that's probably, if it does it, I'll be surprised. 1,065 SKUs to duplicate. So you have to think about the system right now. It's going onto a separate server, and it's creating automatically every single artwork and mock-ups for every single product I selected. So it goes into our database. It finds every single shirt, right? And it's duplicating those mock-ups with those shirts on top, which it's mind-boggling. Yeah. So what happened basically is that it was taking too much time to load, right? It had to go and fetch all those images. So if we want to create and duplicate as many products as that, we're probably going to have to maybe create a second workflow automatically on the side to where maybe one's just loading the fronts, the other one's just loading the backs, or maybe one is doing all the blacks in bulk, one is doing all the reds in bulk, to make it faster. But I think being able to duplicate like 3 or 4 products on the fly is pretty awesome right now. But give us feedback. Let us know what you think. That was really the big 2 features that I wanted to talk about. Other than that, there's big improvements coming along for the inventory. Did I stop sharing? I'm trying to see here. Yeah. So inventory is the next big thing that we're trying to improve. It is actually all done and linked up into our backend. So now all POs are done automatically. Threshold levels are done automatically. So it's really, really powerful. The team spent a lot of time building it, and it was a complex structure to build. But now that we have all the base of that structure done, there's a lot more transparency that's going to come towards the inventory system. Whether it's notifying you by email that products are back order when you do have a decorated product SKU, or maybe it's even suggesting you other products that you could select from to transfer. That would be another option. But yeah, we want your feedback to know like what would be the best tool for you guys. I know a lot of people, like I was saying last time, would like to have a feature to where our inventory is pushed through your Shopify store. So every SKU you're using, for example, maybe you're selling a Gildan 5000 black t-shirt, and you want automatically that if we're out of stock, it's going to remove it from your store or put it out of stock on your Shopify. That is doable. It's very much doable. The problem that we have with that is some of our customers that do sell a lot would much rather simply convert that shirt to something else because they chose that a Gildan 5000 and a Gildan 2000 per se it's very similar, and they'd rather just switch it and keep selling their products than to run out of them because they're putting thousands and thousands of dollars online every single day to go acquire those customers. So not having a black small in stock and losing sales because of that is something that is more frustrating to them because they're doing print on demand, that they'd just rather lose that customer, right? Lose that opportunity. So that's why we're trying to balance, like, what do we offer? Are we going all in to where we control pretty much the inventory that's on your website for the SKU you select? Or we taper it back a bit to where we notify you guys, hey, the SKU that you're using is now out of stock. Would you like to change it? Or obviously, every time you try to submit an order, it says, hey, this SKU is out of stock. Would you like to update your products with this new option, or simply change this line right here in this order? That's things that we're really going through to see, okay, how do we showcase this information and how do we give you the transparency and the knowledge that you need to move forward with that. So again, your feedback is invaluable. If you can let us know what you think is the best and how you'd like to get it, it's going to help us make the best decision that we can to move forward with it. But we have a really good roadmap as to what we think would be the good one, and obviously being transparent as much as we can. So sending you emails about them is really important, as well as giving you options to select other products. Or maybe it's something that you guys could do on a store level, right? You can go in every single SKU in the product catalog and say, hey, if this product is out of stock, give me this option instead. So that's a big feature we're working on. We're also working on bulk order submit, which again is going to be extremely powerful. We're finishing our payment integration, or payment gateway integration with a new partner, which is going to be Stripe. So everybody obviously knows Stripe. So there's a lot more powerful tools with Stripe compared to what we are using right now, which enables us to be able to bulk submit orders all at once. And pretty much, let's just say you have 100 orders in your account and you want to bulk submit those 100 orders, right? Well, you'd be able to bulk submit those 100 orders, get one payment, one transaction for those 100 orders. And then because of tax reason, we have to separate every single invoice. So maybe it's going to be like one PDF with 100 different invoices to make sure that all your taxes are calculated properly. So if you're in Quebec, maybe those could be bunched up into one, as if you're shipping to multiple regions, well, that's going to be separated into multiple invoices. So it's, again, accounting is extremely complicated. So it's things that we're looking at. And I just want to make sure that everybody knows and understands that the goal for this business, what we're doing right now, is to be as good as we can for a Canadian fulfillment partner, right? We're starting in our home turf, which is Canada. And obviously we're going to go and expand to the US, we're going to expand to Europe, we're going to expand worldwide. But right now, what is happening with the tariff, with shipping, with costs and things like that, we have to remind ourselves that the goal of print on demand is to produce locally and ship as fast as we can. There's solutions to be able to ship cross-border, but that's not our strength, and for obvious reasons, it's not our strength anymore, right? So we have to focus on what we're good at, and it's just a matter of time as to when we're going to be able to open overseas or in the US. But I think for now, it's a question of how we're going to be able to fulfill those orders that are going to the US, being as transparent as possible. And I don't have an answer yet, but I think it's going to be something that is going to be transparent. Again, we want to be as transparent as possible. So hopefully being able to show you the custom fees, being able to show you the delays, or maybe even offer a live shipping rate. So there's no hidden fees, right? So you can choose to pay duties up front or not pay duties, have your customer pay for it. But it's a hard question that everybody's facing right now that wants to export product, right? And I understand it, and it makes us weak to be able to compete with those American companies that are producing locally, and we understand that, right? Our goal is to be really, really good on our home turf, and then really, really good wherever we move the business and expand our business into, right? That's the goal of print on demand. So if you're a print on demand user that is exporting to US or exporting to Europe, we know the pain, we know the struggle. We would love to help, but reality right now is that it's the reality of shipping overseas and international. So it's not to say that we don't want your orders. It's just me actually being transparent and being honest with you guys that we're trying to be creative and find solutions. But if you have to pay taxes and you have to pay tariffs and things like that, there's just no way around it, right? We have to run a business legally, and that's part of it. So I think it was important for me to bring this up just so that there's no hidden aspirations or truths behind what we do, right? We're really, really good at producing high quality stuff on demand extremely fast, but then once it leaves our door, it's pretty much out of our control. It's in the control of whoever is exporting that order, whether it's US, Europe, and I know there can be fees that are hidden now and things like that with customs. So we try to be as transparent as possible, and hopefully soon we're going to be able to fulfill your orders from a warehouse locally to where you're selling your orders. So that's the goal. But right now we're in Canada, and we try and we're hoping to be the best, fastest, most consistent solution for print on demand in Canada. So that's the goal. I hope that answers a lot of your question. There's nobody on the live YouTube right now. So, Mally, do you think there's anything else I should add, or we should keep some for next week? I have a lot on my plate today. That's why maybe you feel the rush, the urgency in my voice when I'm speaking, but there's just a lot on my mind. There's a lot going on right now. Q4 is right around the corner, so we're trying to finish everything before it gets here, so we're ready as prepared as we can. And yeah, I hope you can see how transparent we are and how honest we are, in the sense that we would love to say yes to everybody, but there's a reality behind our business. And yeah, if we can be as transparent as possible, you guys, so you understand that reality, I think it's going to be a win-win for everybody. So right now there's multiple partners everywhere in the world to where you can fulfill your orders internationally. And if Canada were the best solution, well, we feel like it's worth it for you guys to be able to select us as your Canadian partner, and then select another one for the US, because it makes more sense for your business, right? And when times come, if we're available in the US and it makes more sense for you guys to join us and have one platform to do everything, then that's our goal, right? To make it easier for you guys. But we do understand, and there's no wrong in you saying, hey, you know what, if for US orders I'm going to use another partner. We completely understand that, and we actually want to help you guys find solution to where it makes it easier for you guys, so to do that. And that's why I think whenever we created the platform, you're not required to upload products directly from the app, right? You can automatically sync them or create a product on the fly once orders start syncing through. So we're trying to make it easy to partner up with anybody, and make it to where you can make as much money as you can in your pockets, because you're trying to make a living off of this. So yeah, that's the goal. I know it's a hard pill to swallow, because it would be a lot easier just to do everything in one spot. But I think feasibly for your business, it doesn't make sense right now with the tariff situation. So it's understandable, and I hope to have a solution that's a one-stop shop for you guys soon that makes sense, right? Right now, we've been scrambling our heads, trying to find solutions, talking to shipping companies. Can we bulk orders, ship orders together over, like across border, things like that? And it's just, there's nothing that's a solution that's feasible. So we're gonna keep going to the drawing board and try to find a solution for you guys. But right now, it's me being transparent that I don't have one. So I do have one for Canada, and we're really good at it. Melly, anything else I should add? Did you get anything this week that we should add?
No, I think we're good for this week.
Yeah, products to come. 47 brand cap is coming, which is really exciting. The Indy 50T has been ordered. It's on an LTL truck. We're gonna get it delivered by the end of next week, and that's really exciting. This T-shirt I'm wearing it right now. It's freaking fantastic. I love it. So that's coming too. And what else? We're going to Print United at the end of October to go see what's happening in the industry. Is there new products that we need to see? Is there new equipment that needs to be seen? So that's coming at the end of October. I'll give you guys feedback. Maybe I think we might do the live. It's at the end of the week, so we might do a live while I'm there. So yeah, I hope that answers a lot of questions. And if you have any more, hit the chat, hit the group. Everybody's there. We like to talk, and see you soon. See you next week.